In recent days, there's been a flurry of accusations from the media that David Barton's portrayal of Thomas Jefferson is wrong. In David Barton's book, The Jefferson Lies, he's got an entire chapter in here about the issue of Thomas Jefferson being a slave owner while at the same time working to end slavery. That's kind of hard for us to comprehend today. I mean, it's hard for us to put ourselves in the shoes of someone in 18th century Virginia inheriting slaves, being morally opposed to that, and then working to end slavery throughout their life. But that's exactly the argument that David makes in his book. And David actually goes through and meticulously documents for us all the efforts of Thomas Jefferson to end slavery. He goes through his language in the Declaration of Independence. The original draft that Jefferson wrote lambasted slavery. He talks about the pieces of legislation that Jefferson proposed in Virginia trying to end slavery. He goes through his letters and his speeches, all of these efforts to end slavery. With 100 original footnote sources, he makes the argument for Jefferson trying to get rid of slavery. But you might ask, well, if he was trying to get rid of slavery, why didn't he just free his own slaves? Well, Jefferson even said himself, the laws did not permit him to do so. Now, one of David Barton's most outspoken critics is a psychology professor who says that Barton is entirely wrong on Jefferson. Now, what is this psych prof's evidence? He points to just one of those many laws regarding slavery and says that Jefferson had a loophole he could have freed his slaves through. Now, even if this psych prof is right, and I don't think he is, but even if he was right that there was this one loophole Jefferson could have used, does that somehow negate all of the evidence of Jefferson speaking out against and acting out against slavery throughout his entire life? Does it change the major premise of David Barton's chapter in this part of the book? Of course not. The facts are absolutely irrefutable. We know that Thomas Jefferson spoke out against slavery and he acted out against slavery. So leave it to a psychology professor to confuse the matter so much in our minds. Next thing you know, this psych prof's going to be asking us, how do you feel about that? This isn't about feelings, just the facts, man. The facts are this. Jefferson was anti-slavery. He wanted to end slavery. He worked to end slavery. He spoke out against slavery throughout his life. And there's one more fact we need to get straight. David Barton got it right.